What's up, Buttercup? Today we're gonna do Valentine's Day eye, and I have one eye on. And this is one of my favorite colors to do on blue or green eyes. It looks great on brown eyes too, but as you can see, it makes my eyes pop like crazy. So what we're gonna do first, I'm gonna put a little bit of eye primer on. Okay. Of course you have to use your eye primer because it makes your eyeshadow stay on longer and it makes it more intense. So we're gonna start with Provoked. It is a eye pigment from Younique Cosmetics. We're gonna use a deluxe brush and all we're gonna do is make a 7. Okay, from here out. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna blend. Okay, and then we're gonna take and bring that color down underneath. Okay, tap the brush out. Then we're gonna use Curious Pigment, also by Younique. And we're gonna pat right on the lid. Really simple stuff here. And it's gonna look crazy messy for you guys so that you can see that it doesn't look perfect as we're doing it, but when you clean up, it's voila. And the fact that you can be crazy busy and get this done in a few minutes and not have to be absolutely perfect, okay? So now we're going to take the, what's it called? Vulnerable pigment, okay? And we're gonna blend that 7 out right up here, okay? In and down, and I'm patting. I laid the color right in that corner, but now I'm blending in. Okay, there's no color left on the brush. Now we're just kind of dispersing it how we want it, okay? Then what we're going to do, tap the brush out. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our Curious, and we're gonna pat it up by the brow. Okay, and we're gonna blend that shadow out. So far so good, y'all with me? Do you see how I'm not really paying attention to my lines and how it looks so far and how uniform it is? I'm just kind of blending as I go and it's looking a little crazy, but you can see how this will turn into that, right? Isn't that nuts how big this eye looks compared to that one? Okay, so we blended that out. We might need to do a little motion right there, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, then we're gonna take our Heartbroken pigment, and that is like a crazy red color. Looks like that. See how nuts that is? All right, you don't want too much of that on your brush, okay? And we're gonna take it and we're just gonna press it right where your eyeball is in the crease, okay? So right through here. All right, so far so good. We're doing this pretty fast. All right, so we have that. I'm gonna bring it down to the bottom just a little bit. There's a little bit left. All right, we can still see that Curious. It's a good pop of color. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my trusty old Stila brush. If you don't have a brush this shape, it's a good investment to get a brush that shape. And I'm just gonna blend in and down. Okay. So then we're gonna go in with the liner. And I use Proper by Younique, and it's like a purpley brown shade. All right, and here we go with that. Let's see, here we are. Make sure it's nice and sharp. All we're gonna do is just kind of lay it on the lash line, a really messy line from the middle over, and then just kind of fuzz on the inner corner there. My dog is joining us. Okay, we're gonna take a smudge brush and smudge it out. So don't worry about how uniform it is and how straight it is. We're gonna do the same thing underneath. Okay. The magic is in the cleanup, y'all. Okay, so ELF brush, it's like maybe $1 or $2 at CVS, and we're gonna take it and smudge it over. Okay? Really simple stuff here, guys. You don't have to worry about straight lines. We're gonna do cleanup, we're gonna do concealer, and we do that after, so we don't have to worry about how messy we are, because we're real girls doing our makeup and we want to look like glamorous. So we got that. I'm smudging it out just a little bit more so it looks a bit winged, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not actually doing a wing. Okay? So there we are. And now I'm just gonna wet my brush a little bit. I have some water over here, and then take that Heartbroken, and it gets even more intense. And I'm just gonna pat it right through here. I want that really super intense red, pink flavor right in that crease there, okay? And it also makes my Curious look even cuter. Okay, and then now it's dried on the brush, so I'm just gonna take and kind of fluff through there. All right, so back to that shape brush. Mine's by Stila, okay? And we're just gonna blend everything over and down. There's nothing on this brush. It's all empty, and we're just blending that color together. Okay, this is a real girl way to wear hot pink shadow, okay? So I want a little bit more of that Curious up by the brow bone, so I'm gonna go back in, take a little bit, and just put it right up by the brow bone. A little bit in the inner corner. And let me do my mascara. I'm gonna clean up all of this with concealer, and I will be right back. So we are all done with my Valentine's Day eye. So we have to perfect the face now. So what I'm gonna do is go back through with those 4 colors: Heartbroken, Curious, Provoked, and Vulnerable. And we are gonna make the rest of the face look divine. So here we go. First, I'm going to take my blush brush by Younique, and I'm gonna take that pointy side, and I'm just gonna highlight with Curious. That's also the color I used on the brow bone. Okay, I love, love, love that color to highlight. There we go. Down my nose, right through here. Then we're going to take Vulnerable on the flat part of the brush. Okay, looks like that. And we're gonna use that as our blush, and I'm just patting that in. Okay? And you have 2 options. You can use that pinky red, fuchsia, hot pink, whatever you want to call it, color that we used, Heartbroken, and mix it with a clear gloss and put that on your lips. Or you can take, I like using Curious with a little bit of Luxe Gloss. Now, I can always go back with bronzer and bronze myself a little bit, but since it is nice and romantic, I'm just gonna keep it soft and pretty with no bronze. Like that Curious everywhere. It's such a perfect color. Absolutely beautiful. I even, on some days, wear that Heartbroken as a blush if you do it really fine and just put a touch on the brush. So this is my cute little Valentine's Day look. I hope that you like it, and we will see you soon.